Please stand or remain standing. And remove your hats for the national anthem and invocation. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, everyone. Rabbi Danny and I greet you with the Jewish and Muslim greetings of peace. Shalom and salam. May God's peace and blessings be with you all. Today marks a momentous occasion as we come together to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our amazing graduates, the class of 2024. To each and every one of you, we offer our heartfelt congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. As we rejoice in your accomplishments, we must also, all together, acknowledge the profound challenges that persist in our world. From the devastating impacts of climate change to the persistent inequalities that divide our societies, there is much work to be done. And amidst these challenges, we cannot ignore the ongoing suffering in regions like the Middle East, particularly in the midst of the continued Israeli-Palestinian crisis. This devastating crisis has caused immeasurable pain and loss for generations, much longer than many of us here have been alive. In recent months, it has torn apart families, resulted in the killing of tens of thousands of innocent people, and destroyed the very fabric of society. As we stand here today, let us not turn a blind eye to the grave human suffering that continues to unfold. Let us instead commit ourselves to awareness and to promoting enduring peace, restorative justice, and genuine reconciliation. Being agents of peace and justice is certainly not an easy task, especially in the midst of deep polarization. It requires mindful courage and courageous mindfulness. In the words of the late South African bishop and activist Desmond Tutu, quote, "If you want peace, you don't talk to your friends, you talk to your enemies," end quote. It is only through constructive dialogue, which we are reminded is a two-way endeavor, through mutual understanding and genuine empathy, that we can hope to bridge the divides that separate us and to build a present and future of coexistence and mutual respect. The Quran, the Muslim holy book, reminds us of this reality. It tells us that God created human beings with their different backgrounds and collectivities so that, quote, we may come to know one another, end quote.
In one of the earliest works of the rabbis, in a section known in English as the Ethics of the Sages, our teacher Shimon ben Zoma asks and answers a series of important questions that we feel speak to this very moment. We hope they resonate with you as you complete this portion of your studies and with all of us as we seek to make sense of the world in which we find ourselves. To the question, who is wise, Ben Zoma instructs us, those who learn from every person. To the question, who is mighty, he teaches from the book of Proverbs, those who are slow to anger are greater even than the mighty. He then asks, who is rich? And answers, those who rejoice in their lot. For Ben Zoma, living in gratitude brings joy, and it is that joy that brings prosperity. And finally, who is honored? Those who honor their fellow human beings. Shimon ben Zoma, whom we are taught was still a student when he offered these teachings, reminds us to be thankful for all that we have, all that we've received, all that we have achieved. We are reminded to be open to everyone, even those from whom we are different, even those with whom we disagree. We're reminded not to allow our passions to blind us to the face of the other, but to recognize and to honor their humanity, and most importantly, to learn from them. As you embark on the next chapter of your journey, we urge you to be ambassadors of peace and agents of positive change. Let goodness and compassion be your guiding light as you navigate the complexities of our world. Let us work together to build a world in which all people, regardless of their background and beliefs, can live with dignity, equality, and justice. And so we would like to offer the words of the Shehechianu, a blessing from the Jewish tradition recited upon momentous occasions. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Holy One, blessed are you, sovereign of all existence, for granting us life, for sustaining us, and for bringing us to this moment. Amen.
Please join me in singing our college song. You'll find the lyrics on page 48 at the bottom. Shall we stand? All right. We're the sons and the daughters of Claremont McKenna, and proud of our famed alma mater, with friends of our youth, seeking wisdom, seeking truth, we will lead on from Claremont McKenna. We have crescit cum comer kio kiwitas as our motto at Claremont McKenna. We always will be part of dear old CMC, ever loyal to Claremont McKenna.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Ellen, for your beautiful voice. Thank you, Imam Hadi and Rabbi Danny, for your shared grace and love of humanity for all. Thank you, Zach, for rocking the anthem. Thank you for being here, all of you, to celebrate this phenomenal, resilient class. Our brilliant faculty, stand up, folks. Our selfless staff who put hours and hours and hours of planning into this event. Let's give them a hand. Our generous and leading alumni and board. Let's give them a round. And especially to all of you, our families and friends who provide the fuel to our fire today. Stand up, everybody. Let's give you a round of applause. This moment, we ride the wave of invocation and song. Soon, we'll hear from our Rhodes Scholar, Bertha, our senior class president, D'Angelo, our inspiring keynote speaker, Cheryl Strayed, and salute our leading trustees, Bill and Rossi. Before our graduates walk across the threshold of past and future, as prologue to my charge, I want to share a story. From the break Pri and I took last fall. Now, this Monday marks the 35th anniversary of our very first date, a characterization Priya would justifiably deny. I will never catch up to her uncontainable courage, loving care, uncanny clairvoyance, and crazy ideas. And this was one of them. An off-the-grid, 16-day, no turning back, 225-mile trip on the Colorado River in the Grand Canyon. It's day 13, mile 177. The sun has not lifted above the high canyon walls in anticipation of a mid-morning eclipse. Pri and I wake to the chilly canyon air, cinch our packs, sip our coffee in nervous anticipation. I can't handle breakfast. Why are we so nervous? We're about to paddle down the most notorious rapid in North America, lava. 8 people on a 14-foot rubber vessel. Mile 179.2. Difficulty rating, 10 of 10. In a span of 100 yards, the canyon walls pinch in. The elevation drops 37 feet. The river spits through this faucet at 25 miles an hour. Lava rocks fill the river bed, creating hydraulic chaos. Our paddle boat has a good chance of flipping. Priya is selected alongside the guide in the back, which means if he goes over, she's in charge. I'm in the front left, which means if I make a mistake, fail to hear the guide's call, miscount the strokes, forget that back right means front left, we flip into the rocks. This also means, being in the front, I see everything coming at us. I lean off the boat to get the most vertical angle for my paddle. The only device holding me in the boat, 2 rubber foot straps over the area just below the joints of my toes. We drift closer to lava. We hear it roar. My brother once told me, life is like a whitewater rapid. If you don't have a plan, you end up in the rocks. If you fail to change your plan, you end up in the rocks. So we tie off, climb up to scout the rapid, agree on our strategy. We descend, pause, put on our special solar shades, stare in awe at the sky. The moon blinds the sun, but does not eclipse our fear. We're back in the river now. We aim for the tip of the rapid's tongue. We plan 2 major drops. We get through the first one. The second wave is so big, the guide screams, "Down!" Our low center of gravity powers through. The heavy wall of water crashes over our backs. I'm up again. The guide yells, "Forward 6." I'm mad now. I'm mad. I'm yelling at lava. "What you got? Come on, let's go." And we come to the top of another unexpected big wave, a third sudden drop. The turbulent water is glistening now. I'm hanging over. I look way down, about 20 feet it seems, and then look up. A concrete wall of water stares back at me. I'm not scared. I feel strong, thrilled. All 8 of us row in powerful unison. Every wicked rapid the previous 2 weeks prepares us for this moment. Every unexpected crash of a big wave, every mistaken count or missed instruction, every bad angle on my paddle for fear of leaning out too far, everything we learned, each block of confidence, skill, and courage build to this threshold. Now, on that chilly morning for Priya and me, the canyon was our campus, the guide our FIG, the Colorado our first-year seminar, lava our lesson plan, the lookout our essay and calculation, the crest of that hydraulic chaos, our moment of higher learning. What you got? Come on, let's go. I see that third wave every day now. It's seared in my brain. It captured how, where, what, why I want to be in the world. Fighting through the unpredictable waves, paddling through the formidable forces, navigating, surmounting the biggest challenges, building shared purpose, making lava my friend. This is how I want to lead. This is how I want CMC to lead. This is how I want each of you to lead through lava. You've done it. Every splash, a new skill. Each climb, higher confidence. Every drop, deeper courage. Each threshold, stronger commitment. You know this. Today, the river calls your name. You ascend the crest. The canyon echoes the crowd's roar. You take my hand in yours. Grasp the oar of your success. Drop down into the river, the warm river of your friends. Throw your threads to the wind. Experience the thrill. You know you're ready to navigate the expected chaos, face the big wall, choose your strategy, adapt and power through it. You make strangers your friends. You bring opponents together. You build more unum out of our pluribus. You conquer this stage. So class of 2024, soak that in. Soak in that moment today. Grateful, as we all are, for everyone who helped you and all of us get here. Listen closely. Listen hard to our exemplars. They lead our way through lava too. Out of the polarizing centrifuge, spinning in cycles of violence, our Imam Hadi and Rabbi Danny, arm in arm, pray, find it. Through the big financial challenges, Bill and Rossi steer through it. Cheryl Strayed treks it. Zach sings it. Natalie runs it. Frank swims it. Caroline tackles it. Zane and Kara mediate it. D'Angelo endears it. Michael, John, Cooper, and Kamala master it. Timmy energizes, unites it. You, each of you, you all do it. So now, before I come back, give it up for our class-selected speaker for the class of 2024, our very own Rhodes Scholar, Bertha Tobias, who leads it. She leads it. She gives us and gives all who love us voice. Welcome, Bertha.
One second, I'm trying to find my folder. There we go. Thank you, President Chodosh, for that warm introduction. And friends, families, guests, welcome to our very beautiful CMC campus, which has been a source of both great joy and immense suffering over the past 4 years. And to the fabulous class of 2024, congratulations. We did it. Standing in front of you as your class-elected commencement speaker is a privilege beyond words. Thank you so much. My name is Bertha Tobias, and I grew up in a very small, sunny country in southern Africa known as Namibia, which most Americans pronounce as Nambia. And it has a population of only 3 million people. So when I first landed at the Los Angeles International Airport, I was fighting an unforgiving bout of jet lag, 36 hours of travel in cramped economy seats, and that nausea that is induced by really bad airplane food. I was bushy-tailed and I was bright-eyed, but my biggest problem was that I didn't know how I was going to get from LAX to CMC's campus because I had never used Uber before. But I did have the sheer ambition that you typically find in people who have nothing to lose. So I knew I was going to be just fine. So in my right hand, I clutched a very small, brown, sweaty note from my mother, and it read, open quote, Shiveli, which directly translates to my dear firstborn, I can't give you money or riches, but there's some pearls of wisdom that I want you to remember as you begin your new chapter. Work hard, be yourself, do your best, be kind, and make your bed. Love, Mom. End quote. I'll be honest, although I was very moved by her sentiment, I quickly dismissed her advice to the back of my mind because I was convinced that she didn't know anything about what it took to succeed in the most cutthroat meritocracy in the world. So she had grown up in a small village in northern Namibia, and I thought she couldn't know anything about what it takes to make it in this western land of milk and honey. I can figure this out. This relationship to my mother's teachings reflects what I suspect is our relationship to CMC and to our college experience in general. At some point, we've all been tempted to buy into the idea that there's a fundamental difference between, quote unquote, the real world and what we've all referred to as our college bubble, what some people refer to as a paradise nestled between the San Bernardino coast and the golden sands of the Los Angeles coast. So, because of the luxuries of this place, we're sometimes tempted to dismiss the realness of the lessons that we've learned here. Because when you're young, dynamic, and gifted, like the class of 2024, we're likely to believe that it is up to us to have experiences that must be fundamentally more complicated and more sophisticated than those who came before us. That we just know better than the generations of people who came before us. And so we're convinced that we will be the ones to discover these groundbreaking models for how to do life, models which trump the simplicity of our early learnings. So we suspect that the lessons we learn from our mothers or the lessons we learn at little old CMC can't possibly be as big as the grandness of the lives that expect us. This attitude to learning and this attitude to these simple truths and our tendency to dismiss their importance reminds me of my favorite Greek legend, and that's the story of Daedalus and Icarus. Some of you might have heard it. But the story of Daedalus and Icarus is one in which Daedalus, a skilled craftsman and artist, is banished to the island of Crete by the king Minos. So he had angered the king and he was banished together with his son, so they're stranded on this island. So Daedalus, being a skilled craftsman, weaves together some wings and he uses wax to weave them together because he's convinced that him and Icarus are going to escape. They eventually leave, and he teaches Icarus how to use the wings. And he tells him very specifically, don't fly too close to the ocean when we leave, because the moisture from the ocean is going to make the feathers heavy. And also don't fly too close to the sun, because the heat is going to melt the wax. As you can imagine, Icarus, super excited, as soon as they take flight, realizes that the closer he flies to the sun, the more he feels like a god. And so he flies higher and higher and higher until eventually, as you can predict, the wax eventually melts, the feathers come apart, and Icarus plummets to the bottom of the ocean. I tell the story to emphasize the dangers of overreaching and dismissing the simple truths that we've been lucky to learn from those who've come before us. We all have the individual responsibility to determine our own simple truths around which we want to organize. In June of 2023, I was forced to reflect on my own simple truths as I prepared an application for the world's most prestigious scholarship, the Rhodes Scholarship. So when news of my scholarship award broke in October 2023, all the remarks poured in. Oh, Bertha, your whole life's about to change. Bertha, you're so lucky. How did you do it? My favorite one, I was in my bedroom, and whoever was outside didn't know that I was in my room, and my name was on my door, and they were talking to my next door neighbor, and they said, Bertha, isn't that the girl who recently got that big scholarship? What's she like? Is she like a snob, or is she cool? What's she like? And I pondered on this, and so as the curiosities about my experience and my future aspirations came about, I tried to understand for myself what the secret sauce was. What was the magic? Am I just that awesome? And I wish that was the answer, but after contemplating on it, I realized, you know what? It's not that deep. My heart always returns to the contents of that simple, crumpled, stubborn brown note that my mother placed in my hand on that fateful day. So I'm afraid that our mothers were right. Wherever we find ourselves in the world, we cannot escape the transformative power of simple truths to serve as our true north. So as we go and stake our claim in the world, it's my hope that we can remember that we have everything we need to survive inside of us. We learned it here, we learned it at home, and there is indeed nothing new under the sun. I urge all of us to dig deep and return to our true north, to find and honor our own crumpled, brown, stubborn, sweaty paper notes. So, to recite what my mother said, my simple truths were to work hard, be kind, be yourself, do your best every day, and make your bed. Love, Mom, end quote. Thank you guys so much. So I have to conclude finally by quoting the great wise man and philosopher, Drake. We started from the bottom and now we're here. Congratulations, class of 2024. And now I'd like to welcome our senior class president, D'Angelo Brown, to the stage.
Thank you, Bertha, for that warm welcome. You were amazing right now. So, esteemed faculty, proud parents, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2024. It's an honor to stand here with you today on this momentous occasion. We have all walked an incredible journey together, one that has tested our resilience time and time again, from navigating the uncertainties of the COVID-19 pandemic to embracing the challenges of college life. We have emerged stronger, more united, and with a profound appreciation for the opportunities that lie ahead. Through these trials, we not only have learned invaluable lessons, but also forged long-lasting friendships and cherished memories that will forever bind us together. Today, we are fortunate to have with us an extraordinary individual whose story epitomizes the power of resilience and the transformative nature of embarking on the journey of self-discovery. I'm honored to introduce our keynote speaker, Cheryl, the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Wild, From Lost to Found on the Pacific Crest Trail. In her captivating memoir, Cheryl shares the deeply personal struggles that compelled her to undertake a daring solo trek along the 1,100-mile Pacific Crest Trail, despite having no experience. Her journey became a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and healing through immersion in nature. Wild has touched the hearts of readers worldwide, inspiring countless others to embark on their own empowerment journeys. The book's profound impact led to its adaptation into an Academy Award-nominated film starring Reese Witherspoon and Laura Dern. Today, Cheryl will grace us with her presence, sharing a snapshot of her extraordinary journey and how resilience became intertwined with nature's embrace. Her words will undoubtedly resonate with each of us as we all prepare to embark on our own paths, armed with lessons and experiences we have garnered here at Claremont McKenna College. It is with great pleasure that I invite you to join me in welcoming to the stage the remarkable Cheryl Strayed.
Oh my goodness. D'Angelo, thank you for that warm introduction, and good afternoon to all of you. I'm so excited to be here to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2024. Congratulations, graduates. And of course, I'm really excited to not just be celebrating with you, but all of your grandparents and parents and families and loved ones and friends and mentors and teachers and professors who I know played a big role in supporting you on your educational journey. Today, I want to talk to you about that bigger journey, that journey of your life, and about the virtues and values that lead to a meaningful and fulfilling life. I know you've discovered a lot of that already, but here we are on the cusp of something new. I love that what I'm doing is called a commencement address, and here we are at a commencement ceremony, and it does feel like the completion of something, right? It feels like it's all about saying, we had these 4 years at CMC, and we're celebrating what is past. But in fact, that word commence means the opposite. It means to begin, to initiate, to start. It's a word that dates back to 1300 from the Old French word commencier. And those of you who actually speak French, no, I just totally botched that. But I think it's really powerful to reflect upon that at this moment, because as you are saying goodbye to your time here, you're also really very much stepping into the rest of your life. And so big stuff is happening. Meaningful work is about to be done. As D'Angelo said, I am a writer. I've written an advice column for 14 years. I've written 4 books. And ever since I graduated from the University of Minnesota many years ago as an English and creative writing major, the #1 line on my job description has been, ponder the human condition. Writers, it's our work to really spend deep time contemplating how it is we love and lose and triumph and fail and try again and transition, just as you all are doing now. And so what I thought I'd do today is not so much share advice with you, but rather my wishes for you. And those wishes are very much born out of those years of contemplation as both a human and a writer, really sharing with you what I think are some of the most foundational values that will contribute to the betterment of your life and the betterment of our world through the things that you give to us. My first wish for you really begins very much on the ground, or I would say on the gut level, and it's this: trust your clarity. What I mean when I say trust your clarity is that I think that inside of every one of us, there is a clear voice that knows the truth about who you most truly are, what you most powerfully want, and what you most deeply have to contribute to the world. And when we listen hard enough to that voice, it's the voice that can't be tamped down. It's the true voice within us. It seems like such a simple thing to do, to listen to that voice, but I'm guessing all of us here in this, I won't say room, in this lovely tent, know that it's actually a lot more complicated than that a lot of the time. Because of course, that deep voice that lives within us often exists in contradiction to a whole chorus of other voices. Now, sometimes those voices are, from the culture, from our families, from the communities we live in, the voices that say, you should make this much money, you should look this way, or act this way, or be this way, or accomplish this set of career goals on this timeline, by this age or the next age. And then, of course, we get a strong assist by those inner voices within us that are the should voices that say, you really probably shouldn't try that because you really might fail. That voice that says, you're actually not good enough, or smart enough, or brave enough, or strong enough. Bad you. To trust your clarity is to say, I refuse to be drowned out. I refuse to allow that true inner voice within me to be drowned out by all of those, that vast sea of shoulds. It's to actively decide, time and time again, to listen most attentively to that truth that lives within you. And to believe not only that you should listen to it, but to believe with all of your heart that it is the voice that will lead you in the direction you need to go, even if it might not appear to be at first glance. I deeply and firmly believe that our ability to become fully actualized and to live in that true, original way that every single one of us is here to do, we have to learn how to trust ourselves. And that's what trusting your clarity is. I can tell you that every time in my life when something went wrong, I can trace back, I can remember back to that there was a voice inside of me that said, you know what, I don't think this is the right thing. And the opposite is true as well. Every time I did the right thing and followed that inner voice, it has always led to the most powerful and meaningful experiences of my life. Again, even if there was struggle along the way, even if it didn't look at first like it was going to turn out so well. I have to share too, as a writer, as somebody who has looked to literature for so much wisdom in my own life, what we see when we look at all of the most universal ancient stories throughout the whole literary tradition in every language around the world, what we see is the hero coming to victory or triumph or success, the hero finding his or her way home, is almost always through this process that I've just described to you. It's almost always that hero is tested in a way that they have to trust themselves. They have to learn how to do that hard work of trusting oneself, and they're rewarded in the end. I like to think of this process, when we all have to step up and be heroes in our own lives, as, we too, like those heroes who have to pass through a crucible of becoming in order to get what they seek. Every one of us has to do that. And every time you do that, I imagine, it's like we're handed a metaphorical golden key, and that key unlocks the door only you can walk through. That key unlocks the door along the passageway of your becoming. We don't just become once, of course. The parents, the grandparents, the old people here like me, we all know this is a process over and over. Every one of you graduates have already passed through a whole bunch of those golden doors. You've already taken into your grips any number of those golden keys. And what I ask you to do is to keep doing it. Keep moving forward by unlocking those things that seem to block your way. When you trust your clarity and listen to that inner voice, you're also embracing two incredibly important values: honesty and integrity. You can't be honest with the world if you don't have the ability to be honest with yourself. Integrity, the meaning of that word is wholeness, oneness. And I think of trusting your clarity and acting upon it, I think that is the path of integrity, because what you're doing is you're doing in your outer world, in your outer life, what's true in your inner self. It's no small task to do this thing I'm talking about, and it does require a whole lot of courage. And so that is my second wish for you graduates, and that is that you cultivate your courage. Again, not just now, but through all of your life. And I want to say that that word cultivate is every bit as important as that word courage, and maybe even more so. Because I think some of us, we get this idea of what bravery is or what courage is, and we think it's simply an innate quality. We think, the people who are brave, they're over here in this section, and then the rest of us are just, well, we don't have that kind of courage, so we can't do it. And what I want to say is that's absolutely not true. Every single one of us has the capacity to be brave and to become braver. Courage is a muscle we work, and it's something we do by navigating through the things that scare us. We just heard that wonderful story about that terrifying rapids in the Grand Canyon. This is how we become braver and braver every time we try something that scares us, every time we try something new, every time we wrap ourselves around the possibility of failure and do it anyway. That's courage. The more often we do it, the more often we work those courage muscles, we get stronger and braver. And the simplest, humblest things are, to me, the most profound courage. Trying is courage. Doing it again, even though you failed, or you fear you will fail, or the statistics show that you likely aren't going to succeed, that's courage. Listening openly and deeply and truly to somebody who has a different experience than you, a different perspective than you, that's courage. Being willing and able and open to changing your mind, or to do something differently, or try again. Those are the kinds of brave acts that I most admire, and that frankly, we as a community and a world most need. Now, some of you know as D'Angelo mentioned, I did hike 1,100 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail in the summer of 1995 when I was 26, which, yes, I understand this is actually before most of you graduates were born, which really shocks me. And the question I get most often is about fear and courage. It's how could you have done that? Weren't you afraid to go hiking alone through the wilderness, especially as a woman? And the answer is this: I was afraid. But what I did is this thing I'm describing to you. I decided to cultivate my courage. I decided that fear would not be my ruler. And in that decision, what I knew I was doing is not just grasping a hold of courage, but also saying, fear, I welcome you. You are part of this journey. Fear is always part of the courageous journey. I had a mantra on my hike. I decided on it before I set foot on the trail, and it was this: I am not afraid. Guess when I said it? When I was absolutely terrified. And that is, to me, the thing that courage trains us to do. It trains us to be strong even though we feel weak. It reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear. It's doing what you must do in the presence of fear. Cultivating courage prepares us to be resilient because the fact of life is hard times come. Struggle is almost always present. We have to learn how to endure through difficult times, through painful times, through sad times, and sometimes even through times that we don't think we can endure. Courage allows us to keep faith with the fact that we must always pay in order to find that ultimate happiness or success, or to find our way all the way to the place we want to go. My final wish for you is that you will harness your power for the betterment of your life, your community, and our world. And when I say harness your power, I think it's really important to remember I'm not talking about the kind of power that we associate with authority or control. I'm talking about the personal power that is born out of these foundational values that I've shared with you of honesty and courage, integrity, resilience. I mean the kind of power that enables you to be a more humble, compassionate, generous, thoughtful citizen, community member, parent, friend, partner, coworker, and human. One of my favorite examples from literature about cultivating courage and trusting your clarity and harnessing your power is from The Wizard of Oz. I'm guessing all of you know that the story is basically this. Our hero, Dorothy, is swept away from her beloved home, and she lands in a strange, scary land where there are wicked witches and flying monkeys. There's nothing more terrifying than a flying monkey. And what her clarity is right from the start is she wants to find her way home. She must go home. But to get there, she has to pass through the crucible, the kind of crucible that I just talked about. She has to trust that mission and be brave in service of it. And she goes through this and that and the other thing, and finally, by the end of it, it's both a book and a movie, by the way, and if you haven't read the book, I suggest that. But she gets to the end of it, and she's not home. She's done everything. She's done everything any hero has ever been required to do in real life and in literature. And she finally says, in despair, I give up. It's just then when Glenda the Good Witch shows up, and she says to Dorothy, don't give up hope. And Dorothy says, I can't get home. And Glenda says, actually you can, because those sparkly shoes you're wearing, all you have to do is this. Click them together several times and repeat the phrase, there's no place like home. So Dorothy's a little bit annoyed because she says, well, wait a minute, why didn't you tell me all that before the flying monkeys and everything? And what Glenda says back to her is this: you always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. All of the power you have, dear graduates, is yours right now. And the work before you as you commence on this next chapter of your life is learning for yourself precisely what your power is and how you plan to use it. You have to go bravely and honestly on your journey to know. So keep venturing forward, dear amazing class of 2024. Keep trusting that every beautiful and painful mile will lead you home. Thank you.
Thank you for those inspiring remarks. I have a fear of public speaking, and I come up here and do it all the time, so it really resonated with me. It is now my pleasure to confer 3 honorary degrees today pursuant to the resolutions adopted by the Board of Trustees and approved by the faculty. Chairman of the Board, David McGrublian, class of 1982, and parent, class of 2011, and trustee William Podlick, class of 1966, and grandparent, classes of 2026 and 2028. Will you please join me for the first presentation? Trustee William Podlick. class of 1966, and grandparent classes of 2026 and 2028, in recognition of your many contributions and achievements as a leader in business, education, and philanthropy, Claremont McKenna College hereby confers upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, in token of which we cause to you to be vested with the hood of the college appropriate to your degree and present you with this citation and accompanying diploma. It is now my pleasure to confer a second honorary degree pursuant to the resolutions adopted by the Board of Trustees and approved by the faculty. Trustee Bruce Saul, class of 1979, and parent classes of 2012, 2015, and 2017, and Professor Tamara Vanit Shelton, will you please join me for the second presentation? I would also like to welcome Trustee Rossi Russell, class of 1971, to the podium. Trustee Rossi Russell, class of 1971, in recognition of your many contributions and achievements as a leader in business, education, and philanthropy, Claremont McKenna College hereby confers upon you the honorary degree of Doctors of Laws with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, in token of which we cause you to be vested with the hood of the college appropriate to your degree and present you with this citation and accompanying diploma. It is now my pleasure to confer a third honorary degree pursuant to the resolutions adopted by the Board of Trustees and approved by the faculty. Associate Dean of Faculty for Curriculum and Associate Professor of Literature, Ellen Ketels, and Trustee John Shrewsbury, class of 1987, and parent of class 2024. Will you please join me for the final presentation? Cheryl Strayed, please join us at the podium. Cheryl Strayed, in recognition of your many contributions and achievements as a prolific author and champion of equal opportunity, whose powerful stories have inspired people to embark on their own empowerment journeys, Claremont McKenna College hereby confers upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, in token of which we cause you to be vested with the hood of the college appropriate to your degree and present you with this citation and accompanying diploma. Well, we've now reached the part of the program that everyone has been waiting for, the conferring of degrees. I would like to invite President Chodosh to join me at the podium. Well, it'll be memorable. Okay, so I ask that all candidates for both the master's degree and the bachelor's degree please rise. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the candidates here today, together with others, for the degree of Master's of Arts in Finance and the degree of Bachelor of Arts as appropriate, as recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
By the authority vested in me as president of Claremont McKenna College, I now confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Finance and the degree of Bachelor of Arts as appropriate, as recommended by the faculty and as approved by the Board of Trustees. Will all graduates now please move your tassels from left to right with your right hand and be seated.
Thank you. Congratulations. It is now my honor to recognize the graduates receiving a degree of Masters of Arts in Finance and the graduates receiving the combined degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Masters of Arts. MA and BA/MA graduates, please come forward as your names are read to receive your diplomas.
Eric Christian. Sanjam Gujral. Maxwell Mondres. Defna Arpajolu. Anderson Brazil. Ian Larson. Camilla Melikova. Carolina Nobili. Jake O'Connell. Jalisa Ponce. Jenna Rempel. Maria Isabella Villano Sakota. Vixit Verma.
We welcome your applause for the MA and BA/MA class of 2024. It is now my honor to recognize the graduates receiving a degree of Bachelor of Arts. Graduates, please come forward as your names are read to receive your diplomas.
Hiab Abraha. Sandra Abundio. Nikhil Agarwal. Ciclali Aguilar Joaquin. Ricardo Tomas Aguilar. Adam Alamy. Charles Augustus Albach. Jackson Aldrich. Augusto Hayden Aliaga. Jacob Alman. Mahmoud Almada. Jamie Almarez. Tariq Amin. Frank Applebaum. Nathan Aramili. Arda Aslan. Joey Asta. Cody Babcock. Miles Alexander Bafor Bakwazi Deacons. Ian Bame. Oluwatimilane Balagan. Rukmini Banerjee. Devaney Banks. Nathaniel Bauman. Brandon Lee Becker. Jonathan Cole Becker. Danielle Bader. Meher Dars Beatty. Talene Berberian. Madhav Bhatia. Reina Bakuli. Kelly Bott. Leanne Balicki. Natalie Patetti. Daniel Blackman. Gerardo Blanco. Aiden Booth. Brandon Bova. Helen Bovington. Claire Brady. Thayer Brazil. Alexander Broger. D'Angelo Savion Brown. James Brown. Winter Buckner. Caroline Grace Bullock. Nicholas Bertson. Everett Butler. Olivia Cairns. Stephen Caleb Carfaro. Justin Carr. Olivia Carusi. Alexander Castillo. Javier Castillo. Sarai Castillo Cruz. Samuel Chan. Kendall Chapko. Armana Chavla. Danja Chen. Angela Chen. Sumanje Alex Chigwanembe. Jose Chiquito. Adrian Chu. John Cho. Maeve Melissa Conti. Christy Cruz. Julia Cruz. Jennifer Kwalchenkos. Caitlin Dang. Zach Davis. Alexa Sophia de Vegvar. Hannah Waning Dang. Aishatu Joe. Alessandra Diaz. Sophie Sinyi Ding. Nathan Dominic. Sasha Douglas. Adrian Drucker. Annabelle Duflock. Peyton Earl. Summer Ellis. William Upfield Ellsworth. David Enders. Ednita Francesca Escobar Garcia. Jacob Fenton. Ava Victoria Fernandez. Moises Flores. Lok Ping Fong. Stefano Formicola. Sibel Francois. Ian Freer. Eliza Friend. Dylan Fujimoto. Sarah Jane Sasha Fullerton. Michael Godinis. William Robert Galbraith. Jessica Gallegos. Ria Gandhi. Jorlyn Garcia Juanes. Gianna Gerardino. Peter Generis. Karuna Gillespie. Karen Sudhir Goel. Sam Goldfine. Jackson Gonzalez. Javier Gonzalez. Jad Buckland Gorman. Belinda Gorsuch. Riley Green. Kai Goodluck. Bhavika Gupta. Kara Hagler. Iman Hamid. Mohammed Hamouda. Joseph Hahn. Yinqing Han. Kaya Hano. Nicole Hayase. Shalia Carol Hurd. Sadie Heckman. Cassandra Hernandez. Matthew Ho. Caitlin Hole. Jenna Holmes. Andrew Holzer. Grace Hong. John Horan. Alex Corbin. Claire Reja Ho. Sophia Huang. Wolfgang Wesley Hutton. Charlotte. Christopher Ibarra. Natalie Ionescu. Jonathan Ip. Charlton Jackson. Tiana Lene Jackson. VJ Alexander Jane. Aryaman Jeswal. Liam James. Jocelyn Liviere. Jade Johnson. Nicole Jonason. Irene Junn. Sarath Kalyan Kakani. Kiran Kanazawa. Haley Anhe Kang. Hans Melvern Kasim. Rachel Simon Keedy. Chase Keir. Spencer Henry Kent. Miriam Kwaja. Caroline Faith Kim. Jian Kim. Joyce Kim. Sang-yoon Kim. Emmett King. Carly Jean Kirsch. Trevor Klein. Yuhan Khan. Lucy Consmo. Daniel Kroshuk. Maya Kirkhill. Joshua June Kwan. Keely Lark La Riviere. Christopher La Riviere. Marta Wazowska. Bao Chao Lei. Rosana Lial. Alexis Antoinette Lee. Brian Lee. Emily Lee. Ji Yoon Jun Lee. David Hyun Wook Lee. Rebecca Lee. Rachel Leonardi. Gennaro Latrice. Christopher Lee. Jingyi Lee. Dallas Lind. Chloe Liu. Scarlett Liu. Homer John Livingston IV. Basil Lloyd Moffitt. Jack London. Victoria Lopez. Daniel Lorenzen. Kristen Kyling Liu. Tommy Liu. Thomas McEachran. Mary Makarian. Philip Martin. Johan Martinez Arriaga. Mitchell Mashiko. Austin Christel Sunico Masano. Maxine Matheson Lieber. Pugo Matusek. Max McCullough. Genevieve McCloy. Miller McCraw. Dante Tomas McDermott Catena. Georgia McGovern. Cooper McKenna. Asia Simone McLemore. Liam McLaughlin. Emma Merck. Joelle Min. Lucas Marizzi. Jameson Predrag Mitrovic. Emma Munoz Paisano. Catherine Murphy. Rachana Devi Muvala. Matthew Naw. Emma Ing Pak. Emily Nguyen. Ellie Novogradic. Kenya Nunez. Emily Catherine Nutting. Peyton Ogasawara. Jordan Jihei O. Precious Alajabi. Precious Alajabi. Aaron Onyate. Justin Ongchin. Emily Ortiz. Kenneth Owusu. Osvaldo Osuna. Romel Pacheco. Madison Packbeer. Christian Alexander Pang. Jimmy Pappas. Richa Parikh. Christina Park. Ria Posse. Yushin Pei. Shri Fodke. Dylan Ferris. Jake Prieto. Connor Michael Prince. Alexandra Punishil. Claudia Quintero. Adrian Ventura Ramos. Ajinkya Ajay Rane. Kaylin Reeves. Jason Rett. Brandon Rowe. Ashwin Rhodes. Lauren Rhodes. Laura Rich. Harry Rinker. Brianna Roldan. Catherine Roney. Jasper Rosenberg. Gavin Rosser. Jayi Ruan. Hallie Rudman. Jose Angel Ruiz. Filippo Salvatico. Colin Ansumana Sam. Spencer Sampliner. Eric Sanchez. Ulissa Villarreal. Annalise Sandiero. Joey Sawsville. Zachariah Schlichting. Kumaran Selva. Wali Sheikh. Justin Shen. John Shrewsbury. Simran Shroff. Theodore Siaset. Kieran Sidebotham. Diana Simons. George Scaff. Sophia Sklar. Benjamin Bristow Smith. Benjamin James Smith. Laura Somoza Vélez. Adarsh Rajesh Srinivasan. Madison Jane Stevenson. Ashley Lauren Sung. Sharanya Jaya Suresh. Amit Singh Suri. Derek Surya. Raina Tain. Mark Kai Tankersley. Nicholas Gordon Taubenheim. Spencer Taylor. Bilge Tayar. Alua Telemdaiva. Nicholas Teresi. Mateo Thatcher. Grayson Kent Theron. Angelo Thomas. William Thomas. Elise Thurison. William Raphael Thurman. Junior Bertha Navaye Tobias. Anna Tolkien. Aryan Totawat. Alexandra Marie Towers. Jake Tracy. Will Turner. Rohan Vaidya. Zara Vakath. Morris Gabriel Vassar Campbell. Catherine Alexandra Ventura. Alessandra Henares Villalon. Rafael Javier Huico Villanueva. Michelle Samantha Villar Cervantes. Donna Villaseñor. Fan Yi Steve Wong. Joan Hongru Wong. Letian Wong. Nathaniel Weisberg. Scotty Williamson. Sonia Woolley. Eric Workman. Nathaniel Worley. Aaron Sieh. Timon Shu. Zane Yamamoto. Genesis Yarrow. Leah Yamana Burhan. Jacob Yep. Caleb Young. Michael Vincent Lingue Yu. Nadine Faiza Amira Zahiruddin. Baron Oliver Zhang. Miranda Zhao. Joy Zhu. Laura Zimmer.
To our students, today, on the completion of your college journey, and after all the hard work and experiences that have resulted in your being here today, I consider it a true privilege to be the first to address you all as graduates. Would you all please join me in congratulating the entire class of 2024?
Before we conclude, and before the final charge, I want to acknowledge all of our Scholar Leader athletes who couldn't be here today because they're competing in SCIAC and NCAA championships. This includes 6 athletes on our women's tennis and baseball teams. Women's tennis is going for a three-peat. And baseball is going for its first NCAA bid since 1996. Now, for the record, I'm going to read out the names, and I want us all to give them a huge round of applause. We're going to do a little ceremony for them over at Roberts tomorrow afternoon when they're back. But let's hear it for Nikolina Batashvili, Sina Selby, Audrey Yoon, Julian Sanders, Tyler Shaw, Peter Van Vingarten, okay, to the class of 2024, please stand. This is your charge. Lead through lava. Follow your Priya. Carve your canyon. Blaze your trail. Run your river. Hear the roar. Plan, but not too much. Listen to your squad. Build shared purpose. Eclipse your fear. Lean out, not just in. Row in sync. Know when to duck, always get back up. Face the waves. Power through chaos. Prepare the next climb. Feel your courage grow. Know you know this. From the setbacks and heartbreaks, the conflicts and regressions, the red lines and rejections, you persisted through isolation. You reversed the grand dispersion. You rebuilt our community. You thrived in our arena. Listen to our Imam and Rabbi. Make salam your shalom. Make shalom your salam. Learn from Rossi and Bill, even when penny foolish, be dollar smart. Heed the call of Bertha's mom. Work hard, be kind, make your own bed, and get lots of sleep in it. Follow Cheryl Strayed, forge your inner trek, hear your inner voice, conquer your wild. Take us with you now. Make the city your quad. Cook the kitchen into your hub. Set the table as your ath. Lead, we will follow you. Your friends are our friends. Your challenges are my challenges. You are our success. What you got? You got this. Come on, you rock. Let's go, you're through. Canyon, river, wave, CMC, we all run through you. Already we miss you. No, we're always with you. Always with you. We're forever here. Know where you want to go. We're already there. Class of 2024, lead through lava. That is your calling. That is your charge. Many congratulations. Cheers to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your enthusiastic participation in the 76th Annual Commencement Exercises.